Okay. I think it should be working now. I think. Everything seems to be in working order. Gosh, this tiny. Hey, I barely even left and now I'm already back. Alright. I'll recenter it later if I need to. So, they've released all the cards, so it's time to look at them. So we have let's look at all the stuff. I guess we have exchange leader. Thor got another male leader. I guess we are just bound to this fate. And then Galamir leader looks very nice. I like the Galamir leader. I will probably not be able to get it, but you know. And then we have the Exia and Mirabane. So somehow Portal and Neutral got their fully animated cards before Sword got a single one. See, Sword pays for its crimes in rotation with its cosmetics because we just don't get any. Or I guess we get this guy, which is pretty. I mean, if he's to your taste, I guess, and we have Elba, but we don't get any waifus, I guess. So I guess we can start with neutrals because every class gets access to them. So only 2 leaders. What's my opinion? I mean, considering they don't actually lower the chance of getting the leader, they don't like actually increase it. Because if like there's no like fixed chance of getting a leader that they split among the things, so it's kind of gross, I guess, that they're reducing the number of leaders but not increasing the chance of you pulling one of them. Maybe they got tired of designing leaders, I don't know. Or maybe like they just wanted to give every class 1 leader at least to work with, and then after that they were just like slowing down the pace after that. I mean, if you think about it, 2 leaders per pack is actually like standard, right, for what we are used to from the old Shadowverse. Like, that was how it was before. And we got hit with like 4 leaders off the top at the start, and then 3 leaders, and then like... yeah. I mean, honestly, if the leaders are good, then maybe it's fine if they don't release too many, but I wish they would increase the chance of pulling the packs. Anyway, let's look at the cards. First we have Mirabane here. Fanfare, add great testimony to your hand. Evolve him, you gain his crest. His crest is that when you gain the crest, replace your deck with the Mirabane deck and transform the Reaper card at the bottom into a victory card. And then at the end of the turn, you can discard all of the cards not named Great Testimony in your hand, and then you draw 6 cards, so it has like the Deus Ex Machina effect, I guess. And then his token spell, Great Testimony. 1 cost, destroy an enemy follower. Meme card, obviously. I mean, I like having meme cards. But it's a meme card, it's not. This card isn't, and it shouldn't be good. I don't think this card should be good. In the meta where this card is good, it's very sad to play in, I think. So I hope this card is not good. I don't think it'll be good, but you can bet I'm making at least 1 video with this card. Next. Wait, the person's voices guild release is called DB Cooper. That's crazy. Gilnalise, Veracity Manifest, select an allied, select another follower, sorry, not allied. It can be any follower. Give it +2/-2, if both players have next 10 max play points, add Sweetness of Veracity to your hand. And then she comes with Drain, and she has evolve select a follower on the field and give it +2/-2, which is the same effect she had, or the second iteration had at least. And her token spell is Sweetness of Veracity. 5 damage to random enemy follower and enemy leader. So they heavily like meme that is not nutrient class exclusive. Yeah, I like it as long as it remains a meme. When it starts becoming good, then we have a problem. They heavily nerfed this card for obvious reasons. If they ported this card in as is, it would be very stupid. So good thing they didn't do that. 5 PP, 5 damage is kind of eh. But I guess late game is a finisher. If your opponent is like low and you're out of equal points to get that last bit of damage in, you can just kill Nalise and use a token spell to kill your opponent. And she has Drain, so every class gets healing now. And the good thing about this is that Rune won't play this, so it's a healing that Rune... So Rune doesn't get more healing, at least from not from this, but other cards do, other decks do. Question is, what decks do you even play this in? There are decks that this is of course good in. You can use it to buff stuff, which is always nice for going face. You can play like, I don't know, Odin, Gilnalise or something. Odin, Gilnalise. Well, you can't even Odin, Gilnalise because Odin has 2 defense. Oh, they planned this one now. You can't even do that. Only having 3 decks in the free giveaway. Yeah, it's only 3 decks. You can't even Odin this. You can't even use this on Odin. So I guess you can use it on like Albert. Like turn 8, Albert plus Gilnalise, and you evolve your Gilnalise and trade. It's like what, 5 damage? Not 5, 7 damage storm with Albert, and then you can heal 3 or 4. Or you can heal 2 or 3, I guess, to like sort of try to not die. I mean, having healing is nice. I don't think it's as universal as Odin, like nowhere close, but I think she's actually pretty good. Not broken, but good. Just like there's a bit of healing. You can use it early game to clear followers as well. Like as long as it's a 2 HP or lower follower, you can just play this to clear it. You have a 0-3 on board, but your opponent can't exactly ignore Gilnalise either, because if they ignore Gilnalise, you can just evolve it and then you can just hit face and buff stuff. So yeah, pretty decent card. I don't know if it will see play, but I think she has potential. Really see. Alright. This one, banish all duplicates from your deck, engage, draw a card. It's a Marabane meme card because Marabane no longer is one of these, is no longer a Highlander on his own. I guess they gave him a token to Highland, or not token, a support card that is a Highlander card. First time guild has been balanced. Was the first iteration that bad? Like, it was strong, but which class are you looking at? Not yet. I'm starting with the neutrals because I just want to know what every card gets to play with before I look at specific classes. Haven can use this though. Haven can actually use this quite well, I think. Oh, I don't know about quite well, but you can pull this off Rodeo. Which becomes the most broken. This Gilnalise I don't think has the opportunity to become broken, but I sure hope not. Is this on if your Rodeo pulls this, you just get free draw every turn. It's very funny. Other than that, it's quite crap. I don't think any class besides Haven and Marabane plays this card. So yeah, Marabane or Haven. Even Haven is questionable. Here's a Dogged one. Activate that in your hand when enemy followers super evolves, gives this follower storm. This card is quite scary, right? I think the consensus seems to be that it's quite scary. Like, it's not like gonna be super broken OP, please nerf, but 3 cost, 3 storm that is like very universal. Is good early game as well. It clears barrel. Every class has like barrel answer now, which is cute. Even have better 3-draw amulet. Yeah, like, but this one draws, you see, that's the thing. And I don't think Rodeo needs it to be a 1-2 entry. You can draw multiple amulets of the same cost, so it's like, you don't really lose out on playing this. And I don't know, like, obviously I don't play much Haven, so I wouldn't know, but I feel like there are like control lists that maybe want to run this inside with Rodeo. Dog, yes, she got the dog. And there are people saying she looks like Maisha as well, but we shall see. Anyway, pretty solid card. You'll probably see play here and there. Like, it probably won't be like super broken, but see play here and there, which is good enough. Kind of spoiler. I don't know if they actually release Maisha. Oh, I guess this is the... Oh, okay, so this is like Marabane's followers, right? Because Marabane is the great one. Is he still the great one? He's great manifest now. Marabane is like number 1. He's like 1. Is like all the omens, if you don't know this bit of like weird things, all the omens have numbers to them. Marabane is 1. So I guess these are his followers, they're all 1. Anyway, inspirational 1. Activate in hand when enemy follower super evolves, give this follower Bane. This card is Ward Haven support. I don't think it's worth running. It's interesting though, the Bane Ward, but I don't think it's worth running. Yeah, I'm not sold on this one. I don't trust this card. Maybe Ward Haven can play it. Other than that, I don't trust it. Greatness Ascended. Draw 3 cards. If there are no duplicates in your deck, recover 3 play points. Okay. Wait, why? They're like giving you this like sort of Highlander support, but Mirabane himself doesn't use Highlander. Not to mention this requires no duplicates, so you can only run one copy of Mirabane if you want this. Isn't this the first time they actually print Jerry followers? I think so, yeah. Usually Jerry gets like one token spell and that's it. I mean we doesn't hurt to have more thematic followers, I guess. So you're meant to play this after you get it out of the Mirabane deck, obviously, I think is the point. Like you play the Mirabane and then you get his deck, and his deck has Greatness Ascended in it and it draws 3 cards. You have Tribulations to draw 1 card every turn extra. You have the Portal Amulet that draws 3 cards for no reason. And if you high roll with the card draw enough, maybe you just might be able to get to the Reaper at the bottom of your deck. But yeah, you're not running this naturally. I think even Mirabane decks wouldn't run this naturally. Apostle of Veracity. Oh my god, Gunalise gets her own followers as well. This is crazy. Select another element follow on the field and give it +4, -4. This looks bad. Or play the amulet. Yeah, you want to play the amulet and then draw into your greatness in it. But this looks quite bad, doesn't it? Like at 2 PP I can understand it as like a decent tempo play, but a 4 cost follower that like you had a follower in Omen of the 10 or I think this card is quite bad. I don't see what you would buff. Like you just kill most of this. You kill most things with this. This on Evil for XPP Vials. Sure, but then you play the 2-2 and you have not answered your opponent's board. So like yeah, you hit them in the face for like, what is it, like 10 damage? Sure. And then you just die, I guess. Ambush support, and we don't even have ambush followers. Like, oh, I guess Ninja Master can survive this. Yeah, but like when it's like +2, -2, like most things survive it. That most things that aren't Odin survive it. But this one, like you kill most things with it. So I don't really like it. Like it's a 4 cost 2/2. The tempo is absurdly terrible. Ronavero support. It's the same cost as Ronavero. It's minus defense instead of damage. Yeah, it'll be broken if it did it. It'll be kind of broken if you could just give a +4 to a follower. You super evolve it. What kind of storm follower that can be super evolved can get more? I guess like okay, you want to play like with a relatively cheap storm follower, right? You can't play with Odin for obvious reasons. You can play with Albert if you want. But then that's a 9 PP play. Actually, you can't even play with Albert. Wait, I take it back. You can't play with Albert. Because Albert enhance 9. Unless you, on turn 8, you play Albert and then you coin out this thing, then you can do that, but that's kind of stupid. Why wouldn't you just coin Albert? You can play it with... You play with that doesn't die. I guess with the Haven Bird amulets, you can combo them decently well. Yeah, anyway, I don't think his card is good, so we're just gonna move on now. Super Evil Mummy. Oh, that's true. Aren't people cutting Mummy from their Abyss list now? A lot of people are cutting Mummy. So far, Gilnalise looks like Gilnalise and Doggett 1 looks like the good neutral cards. The rest are kind of questionable at best. Let's get Forest next. We have Izudia. Can first select enemy follow on the field and give it -0, -6. There's some cards on the set that might work. Alright, we shall see, we shall see. Mummy gets reduced. Oh, it gets reduced, but like not everyone cut it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But like, isn't Mummy plus Olivia like good enough? I guess it doesn't super evolve, but you know. Anyway, Zudia 8 cost 6/6. Select an enemy follow on the field and give it -0, -6. And then it gives you, if you evolve him, he gives you his token spell. His token spell at the end of the turn reduces card by 1. Deal 6 damage to the enemy leader if there is an ally Izudia manifest. On the field, do 20 damage instead. So this is the Izudia finisher. You play one Izudia, you evolve him, and then you hold this in your hand for a few turns. And then you combo with a second Izudia to one-shot your opponent. It's a control payoff, I guess, what they're pushing here. It's a bit slow. And by a bit, I mean like quite slow. Like if... This is quite slow. It doesn't clear white boards either. It clears big followers, like 2 big followers you can get rid of with Izudia. I don't have faith. It would be a nice change of pace from Roach to play against this, but I don't have faith for now. But we'll see. If they release some really, really good control tools, maybe. But so far, all of Izudia's one-shot mechanics have been bad, and I think this one will probably follow the trend of not being very good, so we shall see. Really slow finisher, but you can cheat to get as fast as turn 10, yeah, with the Carbuncle, right? Carbuncle, Izudia, Super Evo, and then you play the spell. Still, like, it's just like a worse version of, at that point you're playing a worse version of Spell Boost, so like, what's the point, kind of worse Rose Queen. Yeah, kind of, he doesn't even have Ward. But Rose Queen you need to have the cards, I guess, but with Titania you kind of usually have the cards. Next is Cruel? Heir to Unkilling. I really like her art. The art looks very nice. I'm a big fan of it. Fanfare give all enemy followers on the field -0, -2. Most of the time she clears Zirconia because I mean if your opponent managed to play Zirconia without having to trade their Zirconia, then I guess she doesn't clear Zirconia, but at worst she clears Zirconia. No, once on each of your turns when enemy followers given. Wait, it's only once? Only once? That's kind of sad. Enemy followers given minus. And it's on your turns as well. Or 1 defense to your leader. If your opponent the crest, scroll Heir to Unkilling, countdown 2. So countdown 2 means it's only active for 1 turn. Because it's your opponent's crest, so when your opponent's turn starts it goes down to 1, and then the next turn it goes down to 0, so it's only just the next turn. And when ally follower enters the field, give -1/-1. It bullies Sword, I guess. It stops Zirconia. Oh, it doesn't stop Zirconia because you need a super evolve, but you know. It makes wards much higher to line up. It also lowers a lot of damage from Storm, like with Orcus. If your opponent plays Orcus for some reason. Orcus Super Evo does like 4 less damage usually. Pretty good. The ambush is good too, like you can just set it up for damage. Like I've seen people talk about using this in Roach. It's pretty solid in Roach, honestly. Like you just set this up and then your opponent tries to line up their wards, but all their wards get -1/-1. And I think the -1/-1 is actually quite effective because against Amalia and Luminous Mage it makes their wards 1/1s, which means they all die to fairies. And against Rune, it makes their it gives their 5 HP wards into 4, which means that Bale can one-shot them. So I think this has pretty good. I think even Roach likes this card, which is quite good. And Roach needs healing as well, so that's like something. And you're not solely reliant on Glade to board clear anymore. You can probably run 1 or 2 copies in Roach. You definitely wouldn't all in on Tree, but I think it's pretty solid in Roach. As for Control, I think Control is sort of dead as like a archetype as long as they don't nerf a Rune. So, but yeah, it's a pretty decent control tool, I guess. You can like keep it on board and you just keep healing off of it. Midsword is just dead next set because the amount of board clear. Yeah, there is a lot of board clear. We shall see how Midsword does. Cerberus Doggles insta-dead. It only insta-kills the the 1 HP one. The other one has 2 HP. The problem is this kind of deck is like Calcutus Climax this, yeah. I mean, this is the problem, isn't it? Like, Calcutus just shuts down, like, Rune's existence prevents any real control deck from existing because the only real control deck that can exist is Spellboost Rune. I get to it later, but I feel like Lishanna's deck will have the same problem, where like honestly they have a lot of healing and a lot of enemy follower destruction, which is like not bad. The problem is they just can't kill Rune. The combo should be gone next set. We'll see. I mean, they're not rotating out, I don't think, yet, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know how they're handling rotation yet. Anyway, for this card, seems solid in Roach as a 1-off or 2-off, but control seems questionable. But I think this card might have potential in the future. Eradicating Arrow. Wait, did we get this like preview? Do this X times, give her an enemy follow on your field. On the field, -0, -1. X is your combo. We lost the Annihilation. We lost that 1-cost spell from Omen of Storms for this. This card kind of sucks. Review of the portal draw. Maybe I just didn't see it. I feel like this card is bad. Like, if you're playing towards a like, they're trying to encourage you to play Roach Queen here, then why did they release Izudia as another finisher? I feel like this card pairs like best question mark maybe with Rose Queen, like, because you're already generating a bunch of cheap crap. Isn't Ambush from Above better? I mean, this one has a higher ceiling, but Ambush from the above just is probably good enough, I think. Yeah, I don't really like this card. Like, if your opponent has like a 6 health ambush that you need to like spam out 6 cards and play this with, sure, maybe, but for the most part, I think Ambush from Above, that's what. Yeah, Ambush from Above, yeah, that's the spell, yeah. I feel like, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really see this card being good. I could be wrong, obviously. We all could be wrong. I mean, that's just how these kinds of things work. But for now, I don't really see this being good. Congregant of Unkilling. This card I think is cool, but I also don't know if it's very good. It's like Amalia at home. So when you play it, it will summon a 4/5 copy of itself, and then it will summon a 4/4 copy of itself, and then it will summon a 4/3 copy of itself, and then it will summon a 4/2 copy of itself. This card is a god of Take 2. This card is so good in Take 2. Other than that, I mean, if you manage to make the control deck work, maybe you want to play this, but like, you sort of want to be dropping Rose Queen on turn 9. Unless you're playing Izudia. Izudia on 8, turn 9 you play this. Your opponent plays Gildaria and the whole thing is gone. Something like that. I feel like a lot of these like control forest cards boil down to the issue that like Roach won't play them, and control forest probably won't be good enough to be played. So like just by default they aren't very good. I think this card has like a bit of potential, but for now it's like a Take 2 card. Amulet of Unkilling. When friends select a card in your hand and discard it, draw 2 cards. Okay. This is Mirabane support. Engage, destroy this card, select any follow on the field and give it plus. Okay, this card is good. The ability does Unkilling. It unkills itself because it like debuffs itself, you know. Wait, does she count your own followers? Enemy follower. What's the point of debuffing yourself? I think this card can be quite good. It's like not the worst tempo loss. Worst case, you just use it to clear a follower, and if your opponent doesn't have a follower, you just save it for something. It draws you cards. It's not bad, but you don't need to run to get right in a good deck. Because there's only one good forest there, and it's Roach. And of course, you're not playing this in Roach. They made Roach too good. Printing 0-cost cards in set 1 is a mistake. Hey, maybe there's more, who knows. This card is very good in the Mirrorbane deck. It's like, okay, if we are in Disneyland and Control Forest is playable, this card is probably good. Great Wood Warrior. Oh my god, they made another. Okay, never mind. It's a bad card. For a moment, I was like, oh my god, they add more 0-cost, but then I realized this card is quite bad. So, 4 cost 4/4 that like doesn't do anything. If your opponent kills it for you, you get a 0-cost spell and a fairy. Just run the rock. Just run the rock. Just play the rock. What are you doing? My forests have a draw problem. Yeah, in fact, it has mill problems. It's like the Allure is such a good card, right? Use his garbage bin. Supplicant of Unkilling. If all enemy forests on the field 0. Okay. Super Evolve. Super Evolve? Seriously? You need to Super Evolve it to give your opponent's board. Go look at Twilight Dragon and come back to this card. Like, you look at Twilight Dragon and you look at this, like, no, no, no. Take 2. Might be strong in take 2. I mean, it clears Amalia's board, I guess. I mean, yeah, it clears Amalia. It clears Amelia Mage. Who even does that anymore? You know what? On the bright side, I think Control Forest can beat Mid-Range Sword a pretty good amount of time. I think Control Forest is actually a good matchup against Mid-Range Sword. Bestial Swipe. Let enemy fall on the field and deal 4 damage, combo draw a card. Wait, actually this is... Twilight at home. This is not even that bad, but like... it's not good enough. I don't think it's like that bad, but it's not good enough. Bearer of the Fairy Blade, 2 cost 1/3 when an ally pixie follower enters the field. Oh my god, they printed tempo support. It's actually like pretty decent tempo support. Is it? Maybe it's not. I mean, the 1/3 stat is pretty good. I have never played a single game of Temple Forest, so I don't know. Like, after Aria's Crest is active, you play this and spam fairies into your opponent's face. It's not awful. Don't have that space in Temple Forest, but it's not awful. Rune, so like, Forest got like 1.5 card basically. Most of these look pretty bad. Or like the entire archetype they're supposed to be supporting is quite questionable. Cruel is the only one that looks like she'll be good. But she's pretty good, so... Oh wait, there's one more card, whoops. Evolve one killing. Let any fall on the field, get -0, -1, evolve, play this and then combo with fairies. Yeah, it doesn't buff the fairies' defense though, so like the fairies die whenever they trade anyway, so... Seems bad. It clears Quick Blader. It clears it solos barrel after you take 3 to the face. If you're okay with taking 3 to the face, it solos barrel. Yeah, I feel like the problem with Forest... here is, in the end, it's just that they got a lot of support for an archetype that just looks quite bad. But hey, we do want them to support the archetypes that they print instead of being like half-assed about it. Like when they print a shitty archetype but they just don't support it and then it just becomes bad like the whole time because they didn't support it. This one at least is not bad because there's no support. It's just bad because of Rune, basically. You know, if they actually do hit the Cocytus decline combo, this might actually be a playable deck, honestly. But until then, they got one card for Roach. And that's about it. Okay. Rip Forest, I guess. Oh, not Rip Forest, they still have Roach. Alright, let's see what we have for Sword. You can't get good Forest cards until Roach rotates. We get 1%. You get the 1. In last set we got the 2-cost spell. This set we got the Cruel. It sort of feels like they printed like a very, very powerful set 1 and then set 2 and 3 they toned down, they decided to tone down the power afterwards. Aside from a few cards like Gildaria and Norman, you know, but other than that. Anyway, Octris, the card that I thought was going to get a fully animated version but apparently not. Pretty nice art here. She stopped stealing effects though, which is very sad. I was very disappointed to see she didn't steal effects anymore. But well, it is what it is. You gain the crest on her fanfare. Then you evolve, she gives you a blade and a necklace. The blade is a loot spell, 1 cost that deals 1 damage to something. And the necklace gives +1 health and ward. And then for her crest is countdown 8. Whenever you play or use a loot card, advance this crest countdown by 1. Last words give you one of these things, which is a nerf version of her old token spell, which is just 1 cost and deal 4 damage split among all enemies. Any late game deck die to Rune is quite sad. I mean, personally, I do like mid-range decks, but yeah, the fact that you can't play control decks because Rune is the control deck that kills control decks is kind of sad. Lose free Eva, lose steal, lose leader slot. At least she never got the leader slot. She never had it. She can't lose what she never had. But at least she got her token spell back, although it's like worse than before. If they gave her the original token spell, she would be broken as hell, but you know. That one have generic cards that are hammers because the card pool is too small to support synergy decks. That's probably true, but also like, I don't know, I just feel like it's a bit high power if you don't look at Kagemitsu and Amatas. By the time it rotates, the decks will stop feeling like random piles of juice cards and more like cohesive decks. We're going back to the archetype meta again. Is that what we're doing? We're going back to archetype meta again. Whenever you fuse or play a loot card, advance this crest countdown by 1. It'll probably take like 3 or 4 turns to finish this off. I don't know how many loot generators there are yet. I'll have to look. But now I think she's pretty solid. You probably like at most like absolute maximum you play like 2 of these crest spells, like 2 of these at most, but usually you probably get 1. 1 damage for 4 1 PP for 4 damage face is definitely very, very good value. If you can get it to go face, which you can because Sincero, but you know, we'll get there. Yeah, good card. Pretty solid. The fact that she's a 3 cost that doesn't like regain tempo for you is a bit sad though. But if she did regain tempo, should be broken. Every Omen is a weaker version. Yeah, I mean, if they printed I guess if they gave us like the unnerved Omens in this meta, it would be kind of ridiculous. Especially Li Shen. I think Li Shen would be broken if they gave us her form. Evolve, she's pretty shit evolve as well. You do get like the necklace and the blade, but like it's quite like she doesn't have the usual 2 for 1 temp, 2 for 1 that you want out of like an early evolve. You sure it's a Highlander 40 crest. You can only have 5 crests, so not sure that works. Like, you have playing loot, you are 1000% playing her because her token spell is too good to pass out. On the bright side, On the bright side, people don't have to be worried about them making mid-range sword better than it already is, because anyone who thinks they are throwing this in mid-range sword is out of their mind. Anyone who thinks you are throwing this card in mid-range sword, like, I think you have to be out of your mind to do that. I don't care how good you think this token spell is, you're not playing this in mid-range. You have to build a loot sword deck for this. And then there's Sincero here, he is the leader card. Use loot cards. And then Fanfare deal X. Wait, I forgot to chase her thing. It's not even a loot card anymore. Okay, that's interesting, I guess. Sincero, use loot cards, do X damage to enemies, X the number of differently named loot cards used to this card. Super Evolve, replicate the effects of this Fanfare ability. So you Super Evolve and deal 8 damage AoE, right? You board clear while hitting your opponent in the face for 8, and then you can play Ultra Spell, that's the combo everyone's talking about. 7 PP, do 12 damage face. That is like basically unblockable. I mean, it's strong. It's definitely strong for sure. You sort of have to get enough different loots. I'm assuming they printed a lot of loot generators, so I presume that won't be a problem. But you still have to have enough loots, I guess. That seems doable. The fact that you can play Sincero on, like, if you super high roll turn 6, Sincero super evil, turn 7 Sincero super evil, you play Octress spell and then your opponent dies. Vulnerable to Norman? This clears Norman. The opponent can heal, of course, but like this dies to Norman. I mean, this clears Norman because it's 4 damage and then 4 damage again, which means that you full clear Norman, but even if they super evolve to Norman. One class gets a leader barrier, it's probably gonna be a Haven, isn't it? You're gonna get Realm of Repose. You know the funny thing about Realm of Repose, it doesn't even save you from Cocytus. No one is safe. Getting Norman back to back after your opponent plays Sincero, he heals it off. Yeah, okay, that's true, but that's just Norman being Norman, I guess. I think a lot of people are very, very concerned about this card. Like, we can all agree that like you're not playing these loot cards in a in mid range, right? There's no space. Like, there's no way in hell you're finding space to play these cards in mid range. You have to build a separate deck for these. I think this card is strong, but my problem is that loot sword looks like it runs out of gas quite quickly. You spend an evil point on Octress, you spend in like an evil point or 2 on Sincero. Your opponent manages to survive that, you're sort of out of gas. I guess you have Albert, but then you don't have any more super evil points for Albert, so like you do 6 damage, which is cute. Your opponent heals out of range of Giln Elise. Like, don't get me wrong, I do think these cards are strong, and when it pops off, it can completely murder you and you can't do anything about it, but I feel like this deck runs out of gas quite quickly. It feels a bit like Kagemitsu Sword from set 1, where like it deals like quite a lot of damage and it can overwhelm your opponent in that way, but once it runs out of gas, it runs out of gas. You wonder if set 4 is gonna keep supporting Omens? Probably not. I think it's gonna, like, for stuff like the Abyss one where it's modes, yeah, that makes sense. They might print more mode cards because that's just like generically good design, but some of these Omen cards, like this one, probably not getting more support. I think Loot have enough. You don't think Loot has enough amount of control this set. Yeah, I'm not super sold on the Loot archetype. Like, it's probably gonna be strong, but it will run out of gas, I think. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if mid-range is even playable, actually. Returning Slash. Okay, this card is super good. This card is extremely good. I think this card is very good. I think this card is very, very good. This card will hard carry the entire archetype. I mean, That's a bit of an over exaggeration, but I think this card is very strong in this archetype. Like, you just draw cards, you just like trade in loot for card draw, and you get the loot back anyway. It's crazy. Yeah, I think this card is very good. Congregant of Usurpation. Fanfare Goblet. I need to like keep track of which ones add which. So Octris. So this is like complementary with Octris. Octris adds a sword. I mean, adds a knife and a necklace. This one gives you the cup and the boots. When you play or fuse a loot card, deal 3 damage to random. Hey, we've seen this one before. This is that guy, that 5-cost guy from Omens of the 10. Evolve, recover 1 play point. Wait, this is the guy from this is just the guy from Omens of the 10. They nerfed the goblet. Now you can only hit your leader, and they buffed the boots, so now it gets +1 attack. Congregant is so good. Yeah, this card is good. You don't even necessarily need to use that evo, cause like you can just fuse your way to victory. It gives you 2. Pretty solid generation. I think this card is good. Can snipe ambush followers as well. And like this kind of like split damage is good against both wide and big boards. Disdainful Ranting, but draw a follower in overflows that I am more excited to have. It even draws bangers because your Orcas aren't in the pool. Yes, because you can't draw Orcas, I guess. Lair of Usurpation. 1 cost, engage, destroy this, select a mode, so you can either get a blade and necklace. It looks like they're splitting them into like de facto pairs where the blade is being paired with the necklace and the goblet is being paired with the boots, so that way you don't have to like worry about trying to get the right number of types. This is a bit like the artifact 1 cost spell that gives you 1 of each core, right? I mean, like, if you're playing loot, you're 1000% playing this card. There's not much to say about it. It's pretty solid. Happy Scout. This looks bad already, but we shall see. Summon a random sword card follower that costs 3 or less from your deck. Give an ally follower on the field. +1, +2, +2. Hold on. The targets are Rose. Are there any 3 cost? Octris is a terrible target for this card. So you definitely don't play this in that deck. It's not even like if you pull Quick Blader, it's kind of a banger, but other than that, it seems quite bad. Supplicant of Usurpation. Add a Gilded Necklace to your hand. Last words, add a Gilded Blade to your hand. I would be on board with this card if it wasn't for the awful stat line. Like, what is this? It's for Kagemitsu. You're right. I'll play my deck with the 3 cost and lower followers, only Kagemitsu and nothing else. And that way she will be guaranteed to draw Kagemitsu. It's a shittier version of Rose, isn't it? Like in most cases. Loot has an R-type lacking damage. You should wish we had Tidal Gunner. Tidal Gunner is so. Why don't we just port over the entire Barbaros archetype, you know? You know, if you really think about it, like, Loot itself never really became like a standalone archetype on its own until Barbaros release, right? Like every time Octris was around, like it was just a supporting. She just played a supporting role for your what's it called? Your mid-range decks. Yeah, Loot was never a thing before the flags. Want to stand is less bad than it looks because it gives you a blade. He trades with 2 health cards for 3 PP. Yes, for 3 play points. And spending a resource that you would generally want to fuse. I mean, like, you are gonna play it. Like, you are gonna play it. There's no doubt about that, but I think the stat line is quite bad. You have 0 tempo. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. The only way this loot deck works is that you get a lot of tempo and chip your opponent down early game so that you can blow your opponent into pieces with Sincero, right? You bash. This is a Haven card. Like I fall on the field and give it ward. Never mind, it's not a Haven card. Deal 4 damage to an enemy follower. That's actually an interesting card. There's no space to play in any deck, but it's actually an interesting card. When we get Reinhardt, just you wait. We'll get Reinhardt and suddenly this will be a monstrosity. Comrade of the Swordmaster. Last words. Summon a Comrade of the Swordmaster and remove its last words. So they looked at the Abyss Silver Pirate guy, the Undead Soldier guy, and they said, what if we put that card in Sword and made it worse? Garbage? Unplayable garbage? That's Kagemitsu Sword, no wonder it's bad. That Fast Samurai. Yeah, we need that Fast Samurai, we need Reinhardt, and then this card will pop off. Abyss is Sword and Sword is Abyss. This card is garbage. Refers to Omen of Storm's Kagemitsu, but that Kagemitsu was good. Take 2, you would pick this if you got offered it in Take 2? Doesn't Sword have much better cards than this to pick? Like, I feel like if I saw this in Take 2, I'd re-roll it. Devotee of Usurpation. This card. Wait, it's... Wait. You for real? This card is better than the silver. This card is miles better than the silver one. This is crazy. This card is good against Rune. This card is good against. This one is better against Forest. That's the takeaway. You know what? Those legendaries for a sword look pretty crazy, but everything else is mid. Mid-range sword literally got 0 support with this set, which is fine. It doesn't necessarily need any more support. Let's be real. I guess I'll be playing mid-range for the next expansion too. No, I'll try the loot deck. I think it's quite bad, but I'll try the loot deck. Oh, okay, bad is an overstatement. I take it back, not bad. It's not very good. Now I think Abyss got the best out of this expansion so far. They started off strong with these legendaries, but these the golds are really good as well. This one's decent. The rest are kind of questionable at best. No, this one's pretty good. This one's a bit questionable. We got good generator. But I don't know about the finisher. I think the generators lose too much tempo with the generation. Should we do a comparison where we look at what loot used to have for their support and look at what we have now? Hold on, let me open the old challenge. Do I even still have this? Do I even have that installed on this computer? Oh my god, I do. You say sword is bad on Reddit. You don't care, you'll get jumped. I think a lot of people make good a lot of people have a point about mid-range sword being overpowered, but loot sword is a bit questionable, I think. Let's do a bit of a comparison. Because I'm a sword main, sword gets a special privilege here. Let's look at what sword has. Let's look at what loot sword had in OG Shadowverse. I haven't opened this game in so long. I didn't even know I still had it on this computer. Lord. Let's see here. Let me just hide things for a bit in case I show any weird stuff. There you go. This is nostalgic, isn't it? Look at what the loot cards. Oh, these are the ones with the... This is not super accurate. Let's go for sword. Let's look at the ones that we had, which is like Asvault. Where is Asvault? Asvault, Storms, and Omen. Preparing the prime loot isn't gonna help. We had Adherent of Hollowness. This card is legendary. This card is so good. Imagine if we had this. Let's look at all the cards I wish we had. This would be super strong if we had this. What else do we have here? Tidal Gunner, of course. Old Octress. Old Octress number 2. This card was broken. Barbaros is Barbaros. Alright, I think that's enough of that. That's enough of our brief trip down memory lane. Now back to the sad stuff. Yeah, I think loot is good, like sus. I'm not sold on it. Anyway, let's look at Rune. Next we have Ryo. That 1-1 Pyres, the real MVP of loot. Yeah, Deep Sea Scout. Deep Sea Scout is so good. Miss her so much. Maybe eventually. I think Asvault will eventually get a set. There will eventually be an Asvault set. I don't know when it's gonna be, but it'll come. Anyway, Ryo. Reduce the cost of all followers in your deck by 3. Transform a random spell in your hand into Erzat's elimination. Cost 0 until the end of turn. It's not even permanent. And then you have this 4-cost spell that increase the cost of all followers in your hand by 1. Destroy all enemy followers. If your opponent won't play Phylene, just run the Phylene yourself. This card's trash. You play in Mirrorbane, deck drop it on turn 9 and that's cute. Otherwise, this card looks like it's complete garbage. No? Has Ryo ever been good? Like, okay, the first ever Ryo was pretty decent in like original spell boost. This looks quite shit. Design this as fascinating. No, you see the rune gimmick is that a spell boost is broken and we don't want them to be more broken, so we cannot they cannot under any circumstances release anything that's better than anything that will support rune. Penfred, draw a card, select enemy foe on the field and banish it, super evolve. This card is very cute. I like this card. It's very interesting. It kills a lot of sword boards. It dunks on Amalia, it dunks on Magus, it dunks on Zirconia. Oh, it doesn't dunk on Zirconia because it is a super evolve. It dunks on the 6-cost thing from Abyss. It dunks on Gensetsu. It's like the rune can't get a good thing hurt because you love dirt and you play this in set 1. Hey, you can play a Ryo in dirt. This was the one that gets the... Oh my god, this art is so good. Look at this art. This art is so cool. I love this art so much. This art is like kind of mid. This card is beautiful. Let follow in your hand and decrease its cost by 1. Destroy a random enemy folder. What? That's something. Wait. Glad the rune creatures since that one have chilled on Spenfair spell boost. Yeah, I'm sure they probably realized their mistake. This card is actually quite interesting. I actually do like this card. Draw a random follower and discount the card in your hand. You can do, oh, you're supposed to discount Ryo, right? Wait, that's what Ryo worked. That's how Ryo worked. You're supposed to like cheat him out. Oh, it's increased. Oh. Wait, it's increased. What the... This is so that you can deny your own this is so you can deny your own Kuon enhance by making your Kuon cost 11. Then you can play Kuon for 11 without his enhance. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. If this card's cost isn't 3, summon 2 exact copies of it. Okay, you're supposed to increase this cost and then you can play a 4 PP or 3 ones with Rush. Super Evolve summon an... You can summon a Super Evolve card. Oh, wait. Do 2 PP heart removal, yeah. Wait, this is actually very interesting. Wait, this is actually a really cool deck. It's a bad deck, but it's a really cool deck. What's this doing here? I don't know what this card is doing here. It's just... filler. Institute of Truth. When you play a follow whose cost has been changed, draw a card and advance this. Wait, is Phylene just gonna like support this deck? Once this enemy count by 1, engage, select a follower in your hand. Increase its cost by 1 and give it +1/+1. Imagine a card that gives this Storm. Wait, gives what? This? Imagine they release Sephi. Yes, this is all an elaborate setup for Sephi rune, let's be real. Let's be real, alright? This is an elaborate setup for Sephi rune and you can't convince me otherwise. Supplicant of Truth. Fanfare, deal 3 damage to all other followers. If this card's cost isn't 5, draw 2 cards. Okay, so the gimmick for Rune is that you make a follower cost more to activate a special effect. I mean, I applaud them for the game design. Not only does this not support spell boost, it's also like a genuinely interesting archetype. Now, is it a good archetype? What's the point of advancing the countdown? The advancing countdown is a downside. This is meant to be a downside, because you draw a card. Yeah, basically paying for the card draw by spending 1 countdown. Not meant to be an upside. It's quite I mean, like... You can't even clear Zirconia with this. I mean, you can't draw if you clear Zirconia with this. Crystal Gazing. You survive until Ryu get all the effects online automatically. That's true. Wait, these cards are so bad with Mirrorbane though. Like Ryo is the only Ryo and Valharia are the only ones that are actually good with Ryo. The rest are also bad with Ryo. Reverse spell boost. Crest countdown 2, last words, draw 2 cards, deal 4 damage to all enemy followers. This is way too late at turn 4. What are you gonna do? Your opponent plays Zirconia, you play this. That's adorable. I think this card is quite bad. I can draw 2 cards next turn. Wait. Oh no, they did print spell boost support. Summon a paper Shikigami. Wait, this card clears. This card clears Zirconia. With one more piece of like 1 more damage, this card clears Zirconia. It gives spell boost rune a way to answer Zirconia. Are we for real? Are we living in... Is this the correct universe? I mean, I guess Angria answered Zirconia to begin with, but you know. I don't know if you run it, but this actually looks pretty good. Devotee of Truth, 2 cost 2/2. This card's cost isn't to restore 3 defense to your leader. There's no finisher in this deck. You're playing towards Cocytus. Like the payoffs are... You would have angry, yeah, that's true. Like the design is interesting, but like there is no finisher. Like what are you supposed to do? Play Cocytus after all of this? Like I guess Cocytus is your finisher. But then you have to play Ryo after you play Cocytus. The concept is great. The concept I love. But this deck isn't it. This deck ain't it. Alright, next is Dragon. Dragon is one of the classes we have high hopes for, I believe. Fanfare Games, Galamu's Crest. So I misunderstood. I will say, maybe Jerry. Jerry Rune. But like, if you want to play Jerry, you should just Turbo Jerry on turn 4, right? If you're trying to Turbo Jerry on turn 4, your best bet is still Abyss, I think. So I will say right off the bat, I misunderstood what Galamu did. I thought that dealt damage to only your opponent's followers, but now that I know that it does damage to your followers, this is actually a really good crest. Crest is actually really good. So Fanfare, she get her crest, and Han 7 she gets Storm once on each of your turns when this follower takes damage but isn't destroyed. You 3 damage to a random enemy follower, which is the same effect from her Omen of the 10 version. I said that it can't go face, but it probably shouldn't be able to go face. Once on each of your turns, when an ally follower takes damage but isn't destroyed, add a Fangs of Ardent Destruction to your hand. And it's a 0 cost that does 1 damage to all followers. This card is a lot better than I expected, now that I understand how it works. The 5/5 stat line is actually really strong. It trades over most things, which is very important because it allows, because if she trades over things, you can A, add a copy of her spell to your hand, and B, deal 3 damage to random enemy follower. So she almost clears Zirconia by herself, which is very good because the only other way of doing that was Merman and Dragon, and you probably don't want to be playing Merman and Disdain Dragon. This card is core to the entire archetype. You definitely have to run it, so just by that, it's really good. Then we have Azurifrit, Azurifrit, something like that. Fanfare, do this 3 times, deal 2 damage to all followers. War, during your turn when this follower takes damage but isn't destroyed, deal 1 damage to the enemy leader. Super Evolve. Oh, sorry. I forgot to mention when I was talking about Galamu here. This is actually Fennie support if you think really hard, because you know how you lose tempo playing Fennie because she's an 8 cost 6/6. Now you can get a bunch of 0 cost spells to board clear so that you can play Fennie. Thank you for coming to my TED talk. Anyway, back to this guy. During your turn when this follower takes damage but isn't destroyed, you want to leader, Super Evolve, heal it, fully heal it, and then deal the Fanfare effect again. This card is actually really good. It's probably the strongest board clear in the game right now, besides the Holy Vessel, Unholy Vessel. It synergizes well with Galamu because he will generate Galamu's 0 cost spell, which you can then spam for more damage. He is not blue-white, he has Azure in his name. His eye is blue. See that little blue eye in the... Yeah, little blue eye there, that's the blue, that's the Azure. Take it or leave it. This is actually Fennie support because if you play Fennie, he goes down to 5, then you can play 2 of these in 1 turn. So you can play Azurifrit, Super Evolve it, and that's a total of 6 damage to opponent's face, and then you play a second Azurifrit, and that's another 12 that's another 6 for a total of 12 damage, and then you can play a bunch of Galamu spells or whatever else to deal more damage for ping. So this is actually a Fennie support. Thank you for coming to my TED talk. Yeah, this is just good for its archetype. I guess you can just because Dragon has so many like generic storm cards, you can just pad it out quite simply with that. So this lane is doing pretty well for an aggressive lean because you can just pad it out with stuff like Forte, Odin, Otohime's Fan. Like Dragon really has a good shell for an aggressive deck, so just putting in this Disdain cards will probably work. Let ally follow on the field and deal 1 damage to it. Deal 3 damage to random enemy follower. If you're in overflow, draw a dragon card follower. This card is super strong, obviously. Pretty straightforward stuff. This card is just really strong. Like it's the fact that it needs a follower, I guess, is a bit questionable. But other than that, like it's early game board clear and late game it cycles itself. Plus you can play it with Azurifrit for 1 more damage. Congregant of Disdain. You 3 damage to all followers, including himself. At the end of your turn, if this follower's defense is 3 or less, give all Dragoncraft followers in your hand. Oh my god, it's buff dragon. Oh, you can buff Azar if free so he doesn't die to himself. You can say you can buff him so Cruel doesn't just kill him. You can buff, they gave you an out to Cruel, you can buff Azar if free it so he doesn't just kill himself if your opponent has Cruel on board. Or the Cruel crest. And just hand buff, you can hand buff your storms. Wait, this is actually really good. You can the synergy is there, you just buff your cheap storm cards and you just spam that on your opponent's face. And it's like board clear, it's not even like shit tempo. Like it's like not the greatest tempo, but it's not shit. Like board clear. Oh, so to conclude, I think this is pretty good. Nation of Disdain. Countdown 4, engage 1, deal 1 damage to all followers. Okay. I don't really think you would want to play this in Disdain. I could be wrong, but I feel like there's better things you can be doing for 2PP, like playing a follower, you know, like an aggressive deck should be doing. Could be wrong, but... Ocean Rider. 3 cost 1/1, summon a Majestic Mega Lorca. If you're an Overflow, summon 2 instead. And an allied Marine follower enters you, give it Ward. This card's pretty good for your Marine Dragon. Like, who's playing Marine Dragon though? Like, you want to put the Marine package in your Disdain deck maybe, but other than that... Who's playing Marine Dragon? I mean, it's like a good card. It's good. We cost 3/3 in stats with 2/2 of it being rushed, so you can clear followers early game because Dragon doesn't really have good board clear early game. But then again, you do have the call of the Mega Lorca, and also you kind of want to. The fact that it's 3 cost overlaps with your Dragon Sign turn, which is a bit sus. Assuming you are playing Dragon Sign, you might not. I'm a bit iffy on this card, I think. Oh, the combo of this card with Call of the Mega Lorca goes wild, though you can summon a whole board of wards. Supplicant of Disdain, 5 cost 3/5, Rush Ward. At the end of turn, fully restore defense of this follower and restore the same amount to your leader. Oh my god, they got... They stole our Musketeer! They stole our Musketeer! I am not super sold on this card yet. The Athos welcome back. Yeah. I mean, you can wait. Actually, it trades into Zirconia, and then you heal. Wait. Hold on. It trades into Zirconia and then you heal 6 and it goes back to being a 5/7 ward. Wait. Well, it does assume you have damage on Zirconia, I guess, but it's not really that hard to do. Wait, suddenly I'm a little bit convinced now. Suddenly I'm a little bit convinced. I don't hate it. It's not like the most like egregiously broken card, but I think it's quite interesting. It's a source of healing also, which is quite nice. Raging Lightning. Deal 5 damage to all followers with the highest defense. If you're hopefully do 3 damage to all leaders with the highest defense. So you want to be lower than your opponent so you can punch them in the face for 3 with this for 3. I think this card's quite funny. It just barely doesn't make the cut, but I think it's quite funny. Doesn't really fit. I don't think there's space for this, even though it is burn damage. No Storm Dragon Mute. Destroy damage enemy followers. Okay. You play a Galamu's token spell and then you play this for a board clear. Or you can do that with Phylene for 5 play points instead and you get a Bane on board. Eileen at home seemed pretty mid. Now this card. Now this is a card. Devotee of Disdain. During your turn when this follower takes damage but isn't destroyed, draw Dragoncraft follower. Now that is a card. Right, this right here, this is a card. I think this card is good. This is a very good card. It draws, like at worst it's a 2/2, but it even draws cards. It's a great target for Ferocious Flame. This is a good card. I mean, Dragon got decent cards, like the fact that Galamir provides consistent value throughout the entire game. She also acts as a finisher because she has the enhanced Storm. You have another finisher in the form of Azerifreet. And then Dragon just generally has a lot of Storm cards in the pool already, so you can have a shell to build off of. Yeah, I think Dragon's eating pretty good. Is it good enough for it to become like in the meta? We shall see. No support for Fennie is very sad. No ramp is very sad. But Galamir is cool, so I think it's fine. I like how Galamir has the blue fire, but this guy is Azerifreet. You know, just thought I'd point that out. Anyway, Abyss. They showed a lot of Abyss cards before already, so I already know Abyss has some pretty like some straight bangers. Ruler Knight and Vulneric. Select a mode to activate Add Screen Diffusion to your hand, add Wings of Desire. When I saw Add Screen Diffusion there, I just want to point out, when I saw Add Screen Diffusion to your hand, I just started freaking out like internally. Like as a sword main. If you've experienced the horrors of Scream Diffusion before in the previous game, then you might be as traumatized as I am, but you know. So anyway, Scream Diffusion in this game summons 2 Ruler 9 Vulnerate and gives them Rush. And then you have Wings of Desire, which allows you to give allied Ruler 9 Vulnerate Storm. Which is pretty good, like even at their worst, like turn 7 you get 3 5/5s. One of them you can trade, the other one you can trade if you evolve. Or if your opponent has antibody, you can just storm them in the face with Ruler 9. Or if you are cracked, what you do is you have a Sham Nacha active, and then you play Ruler 9, and then you pass and you save the spells. So you can play Scream Diffusion, Wings of Desire, and get a 5 damage storm for 0 play points, and then you play Kerberos to buff it, and you get 7 damage storm for free. That's the yeah. I think this card is quite good. Like, it's quite flexible. You can use it for damage, you can use it for board clear. Not awful at either. It's not like amazing. Like, it's not gonna be a better board clear than Medusa. It's not gonna be better storm damage than Kerberos or something. But like, as a card that's flexible, like the inherent advantage of having flexibility is in these mode cards is pretty good. Plus, the amount of value you get out of this is ridiculous once you get a Nacha active. So I think this card is good. Thank God it's not Old Scream Diffusion, holy shit. Anyway, Sham Nacha here. Heir to Entwining. The only card in the game with the Encroacher tag, I think, unless there is another one that I haven't seen yet. Fenrir reduce the faith of Sham Nacha Heir to Entwining by 10 and give it an increased number of modes you can select by 1. So faith is a crest that you get at the start of game, so it's like the Hearthstone thing where you get an effect at the start of the game if this card's in your deck. And then when you select mode, increase faith by 1. I don't know if faith counts as a crest. I think it does, considering that it is like sitting there as a crest. The fact that she doesn't work with Mirabane at all is very sad, but you know, you can all have nice things. When you select a mode, so when you select a mode, not when you play a card with mode. So if you play a card that lets you select 2, you get 2 faith, and you need to get out of 10, and you can just play this thing. And she has this very cute super evolve effect to steal an opponent follower. And unlike the usual follower theft, it puts it in your hand so you can actually activate fanfare effects, which is quite crazy. Like, your opponent plays Amalia, you just steal the Amalia with her, and the next time you drop the Amalia on them. A little stupid trick that is very stupid, but you know, you can keep in mind. You can steal your opponent's Norman, and you can use Norman's mode effects. You don't have dirt, so they don't activate, but you can still select them. It's completely useless, but you know, it's there. You can steal your opponent's Norman and then play Norman and get 2 faith out of it. Or 4 faith if Shamnacha's active. And TR Gildara, you can also do that. And Abyss definitely has better rally than Sorcerer, so you can get super evos. Anyway, this card is very good. It's obviously the core of the whole mode archetype, and I think the mode archetype has quite a lot going for it. Because you have a lot of very high powerful. Happy Scout is so broken. Wait, we're talking about the same. Are we talking about the same card here? This one? This card is broken? I'm gonna need you to explain to me. I'm not trying to like this is genuinely I want to like this. There can be something I've missed here, so I genuinely want to know what is it about this card that you find broken. I just want to know, like, because I don't see it. But I thought this was a pretty bad card. But okay, don't. They might be cooking. You never know. We need to hear them out before we make a judgment. Alright. So there's a judgment-free zone here. Like, I'm genuinely curious. What can you pull from this card? Like, you can pull Quick Blader. You can pull Quick Blader. You can pull but we don't pull Quick Blader, maybe. Like how it feels too slow. I don't know what you even pull with this. Like I think Rose, you can pull Rose and that's pretty decent. Samurai is okay. Lancer's pretty shit. It's worse Rose, not necessarily. Because, well, actually, yeah, I think Rose is better, yeah. Limits deck building. Yeah, if you pull Valve from this, it's very sad. I mean, realistically, there's no way in hell you're building a deck that has guaranteed pull, because this is the way this works. Because it says 3 cost or less, it can pull anything that costs 3 or less. Like, even if you have a 3 cost follower, it can still pull 1 or 2 cost followers. Just play all neutral 2 and 3, so it always draws Quick Blader. And you die on turn 3. I like it. You just die because you don't have any tempo. You can summon Luminous that heal. You get a 1-3. Get a vanilla 1-3. Kage. Yes, you can summon Kage off this, that is true. But either you build your deck so that Kage is your only 3 cost and lower Swordcraft follower, or you play the ultimate gacha and you can pull some random card like a Quick Blader. I still stand by the fact that Quick Blader is probably the best card to pull from this thing. Anyway, let's get to the Abyss stuff. Oh, yeah, anyway, this card, very good, I think. From looking at the cards they review, I think they really have some really good mode selection cards in this set, so I think this card is quite good. I think Abyss really has potential this set. Screaming and Loathing. This is just me. This is me for real. This is my favorite card name. This is my new favorite card name. Oh, also I really like this card art. Like, aside from I think being good, I think the card art is so beautiful. Look at it, it's so good. The 1/1 stealth isn't bad. We have a 1/1 stealth. Wait, what's the 1/1 stealth? This card is my new favorite card name. My old favorite card name was like Legendary Sword Commander, I think, but this one's my favorite now. If it's gonna be the. Not only is this card good, it has a great name. Mention card your ass out. Nice. It's me every Monday morning. It's me every morning. Let me cook. You buff. 2/3/3 ambush with the new bronze card and deal 9 damage phase. Wait. New bronze card. Wait. This one? The cooking trash sword deck. We'll see. Anyway, we should get. So this has the very nice. So you can recall 1 play point, draw a follower, draw a 3-cost spell. Deal 4 damage to any follower. The fact that it changed into itself is ridiculously broken, by the way. Okay, broken is a strong word. The fact that it changed into itself is very strong. Like, this is the only 3-cost spell you're playing. So this just draws itself every time. If you don't need tempo, you draw a follower. If you need tempo, you deal for 4 damage to a random follower. And then you just keep drawing itself so you can get your modes up really fast. Also, the art is cool. Anyway, this card is very good. Very flexible. It's, for the most part, it is a card draw card, but whether you might, if you need board clear, you can board clear. If you need draw, you can draw more. If you want to recover play points for a different card, then you can do that. Strong card. Congregant of Entwining. This is the one with the really fancy flavor of text that unfortunately is not here, so I can't show it to you. You can go and look at it yourself. Select a mode to activate, summon a Congregant of Entwining, give it Rush. Give this one and that Rush, summon a Congregant of Entwining, give it Ward. This card is very strong, isn't it? You can't pick the same mode twice. Yeah, so you pick a spell and then you pick a follower, or you pick a spell and you power up play point, you pick a spell, you 4 damage, or if you're playing Jerry, you just play a draw follower and deal 4 damage, I think. Jerry's not getting a ramp card. Yeah, they're pushing a pretty aggressive archetype, so they're not really printing ramp. This card is, I think this card is actually really good. Like, I would rather play this in Charon like most of the time. The fact that you get 2 4/4 rushes without spending an EO point is actually like it's not just me, right? Isn't that like really good? Like, this card is so flexible. You can get rush if you need board clear. You can get wards if you want to build a board. If you want to build a really big board, you can just make them +2/+2. Strong 5 really strong and use super evil turn straight out ward haven tier board post. Then with super evil. You don't even super evolve this. I think it's a waste to super evolve this. Like, you don't need to. Like, even just with Shamnasha's effect activated. Like, assume you don't play Charon anymore. Not in this deck, at least. 8 rush on 5 is pretty good. 2+1 faith count. On that gold, that spell. The spell is +2 faith count because you're choosing 2 modes. Shamnasha's effect reads that whenever you select a mode. Carol is going to die. I crafted 3 copies of her because I wanted to make a meme video of using Laura to give Storm to the Mammoth, but then like it was so bad that I just couldn't stand doing it, so I gave up. So I have 3 copies of Charon for that now. Also, by the way, in case you didn't notice this, I'm pretty sure her fanfare can stack. I'm pretty sure this fanfare stacks. Like, you somehow managed to get to 10 faith again, you can play her again and get it a second time, and you can choose 3 modes. I haven't tested it for obvious reasons because the card's not out yet, but I'm pretty sure it can stack. If you do that, you can use all 3 of these modes at once. It'll be a fun time. Anyway. Down Medusa for a Rune 9 Valorate. Probably fine to do that, I think. What do you think of Supplication? Supplication? This one? I haven't looked at it yet, so we'll get to it later. House of Entwining. Select a mode, draw a card, give random follow on the field, +1/+1, engage 1, destroy this card, replicate the effect of the fanfare. Maybe for 2 modes. You can draw 2 cards with it. Wait, there's actually a lot of card draw in this set. Wait, Mirror Bane might... Wait, Mirror Bane might not be a dream. Wait, there's actually a lot of card draw. Hold on. There's actually a lot of card draw in this set. Is it better than that 2-cost spell that we already have? Is this card better than a 2-cost spell? I think having the engage means this is better than a 2-cost spell, yeah. Yeah, I think this card is good. I think you run this over the 2-cost spell. The one that can reanimate 2 or draw a follower. The question is how fast is 10 Faith? With a perfect curve, you play this on 2. On 3, you play Screaming and Loathing. You select recover 1 play point, draw a 3-cost spell. And then you get Castle and Twinings Engage effect to draw another card. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 on turn 3. Then you can play another one of these because you drew another one of these. You draw a 3-cost spell again, and then you pick one of these 2 effects. That's 5 on turn 4, and then you have another copy of the spell, which you can pair with something else like a 3PP card like this one. You can evolve it. If you high roll, you can activate it on turn 6. A super high roll activates Shamnatra on turn 6. Also turning is pretty flexible, yeah. Spirited Gravekeeper, Enhance 7. Reanimate 5 and Reanimate 3. Watch me summon my Aragavi, I guess, I don't know. All of the 5 costs in this class are fanfare effects. Why do we want to do that? Seems questionable. Supplicant, alright. 4 cost, 4/4. Select mode to activate. Deal 3 damage to random enemy follower. Underrated? You think this is underrated? You can win the summon a 5 cost 4/4. Legendary? Wait, legendary? What? What 5 cost 4/4 legendary? Wait, what? Oh, Charon. You summon Charon and then you get... Then the 3 cost gets ward. The Charon will actually get ward, by the way. If you do that, the Charon will also get ward. Which is cute, but that's an Enhance 7 play. That's really not an Enhance 7 play, I don't think. Select a mode to activate. Deal 3 damage to random enemy follower. Restore to defense your leader. Evolve. Holy moly. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a pretty good card. It's a pretty good card. You need the heal, you can get the heal, you need the can be a super evolve play. Aaron. Yeah, I just don't think this is good. Like, I just don't think this is good. 4 PP clears Zirconia. It's not guaranteed, at least. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but it's a pretty high chance you do clear Zirconia, yeah. Broken? You think this card is broken? I think it's good, but I don't know about broken. But it's definitely a good card. This card is... No. No thank you. Next. Ephemeral Demon Princess. Oh, this card art is so good. Wait, this is not bronze card art. The less broken version of Norman. Hey, at least it doesn't cost dirt, right? Can't W. You can clear Zirconia, you can 50-50, you take 4 to the face. Fresh bronze next. You know, sometimes if you've not been playing this game for long, you might not know this, but Shadowverse, sometimes they just give like really good card art to bronze for no reason. Sometimes bronze cards just have really nice card art for no reason, and like no one knows why. Let two enemy falls on the field, destroy them. You put everything a leader. This is a good way to kill yourself. Because random damage, yeah, it's random damage. So you can't guaranteed clear it's not guaranteed that you clear Zirconia. It's like a decent chance you clear at least one Knight and Zirconia. Like a 2 in 3. This card is a great way to this is support for us. It's not even support for Suicide Blood because it costs too much. Never mind. Go next. Now this card is good. Custard Man? What is Custard Man? The duck. The duck is actually the Tart Man. There's Tart Man. There's also the egg. There's also Humpty Dumpty, although he's not a bronze card. Wait, is Humpty doesn't know a bronze card, yeah. But there is Humpty Dumpty as well. Oh, there is Toy Soldier. How can we forget Toy Soldier? Who could forget Toy Soldier? Oh, and the puppet. Wait. Oh, the newer people won't know what I'm talking about. The puppet. The one costs 1/1 that gives Bane that gives you a puppet. That creepy doll thing. I forgot what it's called, but that creepy doll thing, yes. It clears the super evil Vows too. Vows is the only follower they have. Yeah, that is true. It also clears Cruel. I mean, you have to evolve to do it, which is kind of eh. Anyway, this card is good. Let mode, D1 errors to enemy followers. Like this is the world's best Apollo. Flower Doll, is that what it's called? No, not Flower Doll, not Flower Doll. It's a very new card. It was not a new card, it's a very recent card. It's in old Shadowverse, it's not a new one. Wait, let me try and pull it up. I have to open Shadowverse again. You know what? I might as well let you let some of you people who are new experience the glory of some of these legendary bronze cards. Some of these bronze cards, I tell you, they really cook. I have enhanced 6, I think. It's called Puppets Play, that's why it's called Puppets Play. Oh, let me just hide this. This thing. This is the one I was talking about. Look at this glorious card. Look at it. Don't you just love it? It even has great voice lines. You want to hear the voice lines? Okay, that's enough of that. Back to the cards. This card is very good. Like, it's a Apollo that is very flexible in that you can get more stats out of it. It's also a 3 cost 7/7. You evolve it, it's a 3 cost 7/7. You're a big fan of Clown Law. Clown Law is good. Porto has like the weirdest shit going on in their bronze cards. I didn't show it and I'm not gonna pull the game out again because it's too much of a pain in the ass, but if you people have time, if you are new to the game and you have time, you should look up the... Actually, I forgot what it's called. I should look up what it's called first before I say anything. Never mind, it's not important anyway. Anyway, Abyss is like eating good. The focus on modes, like... Just the fact that they focus on modes itself is already good because the keyword itself just lends itself to flexibility, like like just by design, right? The entire point of mold is just to have flexibility. So in that sense, it's already really good. And then you have like this stupid thing that just makes all your mold cards like infinitely stronger. And it's not even like lacking in finishers. Willenite and Vulnerate is like not even that bad as a finisher, because if you hold their spells, or if you you can use them if you need take back tempo. If you don't take back tempo, you can literally just grab their spells and save it for later, or just use it now. Pair it with stuff like Cerberus for a very banger finish. So yeah, I think this guy is gonna be good. It could be the next Ward Haven, I will say that, but I think most likely this card will be good. Anyway, next. Here's Haven. Morrowind, add Torrent of Despair to your hand. Evolve, gain Crest, Morrowind. And then for turn, if allied followers then attack this turn, deal X damage split between all enemies X number of crests you have. At first, I thought this card was broken because I thought it deals X damage to all enemies, but now that I realize it's split, this card is garbage. You think Abyss, the top Abyss card is either Castle Twining or Abyss Apollo? I'm pretty partial to this one personally. This one and this one, I'm pretty partial to these two. He's the best cards of all time. Morrowind, the worst thing about Morrowind in my opinion is that it doesn't work with anything. Like, you can't play this in Ward because you want to attack with your Ward. Like, you want to attack in Ward. You can't play it in Stormhaven for obvious reasons. Where do you even play this? You think Haven is good? I withhold judgment until I've seen the rest of the cards. I know his token card is this, Torrent of Despair. Banish an enemy follower from the field, delay all the counts of your crest by 1. So I guess because he wants you to have crest, you can delay the crest. But like, usually the crest have like effects that are good. Hey, if you play with the 2-cost gold spell that we got last expansion, you can delay the 10 damage coming to your face forever. If you're playing against Forest, you can play this to extend the duration of the crest they give you with their legendary. You can extend this crest duration. Even will be okay at playing slow Death Sentence. All these are problems that can be solved if they just freaking nerf Cocytus Climb. Alright, next is Himeka. This card is cute. Gain Crest. Super Evolve, set the attack of all enemy followers on the field to 4. You can actually buff your opponent's followers with this, which is quite funny. And then after turn, if there's an allied Himeka on the field, give X random enemy followers on the field with 0 attack or less can't attack followers or leaders. And at the end of the turn, banish this card. So this is the board lock card, right? Even cards the raid as a whole. So this card is already counter. It runs counter to the logic behind Morrowind. Like, you're playing Morrowind because like this card wants to board lock, but then Morrowind will clear your opponent's follower. Kill your own stuff and it don't count as you attack if the follower is dead. Does it not count? If allied followers didn't attack this turn, so like, does it count if like it's a dead follower? Like, even the follower died, it's still attacked, right? Why run this if Chalice better? Chalice doesn't board lock, this does. Or rather, Chalice board locks, but not in the sense that you still take the damage to the face. This one stops all face damage. And then Morrowind will clear a follower because Morrowind is Morrowind, and then your opponent will get the attack anyway. I feel like these two like counter each other for some weird reason. It's weird. This one I feel like it's quite a bad card, but you know, I could be wrong. At least 100% better. I think Chalice is better, like generally, but like it's not necessarily the case that just Chalice is just always better. Plus this banishes, so there's that as well. You can stop last words effects. 6 PPD shift. Maybe. Sure. I can see why you're going with this. You can't bother if you have Marwyn and Grimnir Crest. Well, if your opponent doesn't have any... the Marwyn Crest part I agree, but if your opponent doesn't have any enemy followers that you need to use her Super Evolve for, you can get Grimnir's Crest, I guess. But pay out the gold cards means go this one, the Shining Disenchantment. Yeah, I think this card is bad. But it can do 4 face damage. Ho 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 ho. Yeah, I think this card is... I mean, it heals 4, which is cute, but like, I think this card is quite bad. I expect stack effect or separate the two, which stack what? This one? Unlocked. I'm always unlocked. Don't worry about it. And Congregant of Repose. Select enemy fall on the field and destroy. This fanfare effect is good. If the crest was on fanfare as well, this card would actually be really good, I think. If only this wasn't an evolve effect. This? There's nothing to stack? What are you stacking? Play 2 of the gold crest. Oh, you mean like... Oh, the crest don't stack. I want to deal split damage. This one? Marwyn's crest? Crest don't stack like as... but... by definition of the keyword, crest cannot stack, so... probably won't work, yeah. Oh, it's an amulet? You mean this? Oh yeah, it's an amulet. Yeah, this one can stack, but like still, it's quite bad. Wait, can you OTK with this? Wait, can you OTK with this? Hold on. Oh, wait. Pause? Marwyn does 5. If you have 3 of these, you can deal 12. That's 17 damage. This is a stupid idea. Forget it. This is stupid. No, I refuse. This card is so close. Maybe with Skullfane? 16? No. No. Wait. Wait. You have Marwyn's effect. Then you have 3 of these, and then you play Skullfane. It's an OTK. Marwyn's leader effect plus 3 of these amulets plus Skullfane's fanfare is an OTK. I've solved it. That's the Haven deck we'll be playing. Anyway, this card... the fact that it requires Evo is so bad. Just drop down half the 70 while the OTK surely is not high. Well, you just have to believe. Winged Lion Statue. Summon the Holy Falcon, Holy Flame Tiger, engage 1, and plus this amulet count down by 1. If you fight Runkate, you get OTK. OTK is an OTK, exactly. An ironic sauce in Haven definitely could exist. I don't play Haven, so I would not know. So this is the amulet that everyone's been hyping up as like the greatest Haven card of all time. I mean, not really, but yeah, Beast Collar Aria is back. I mean, this is obviously a good amulet. This is just a good amulet. Like this is just a good amulet. No two ways about it. It's a good amulet. Is it too slow? It's a bit slow, but I wouldn't say it's too slow, I don't think. I think it's definitely still playable. Temple of Repose, oh no, I'm getting Realm of Repose. I'm getting Realm of Repose flashbacks already. Countdown 4, last words, restore 2 defense to your leader, give your leader barrier. If advanced enemies countdown by... Wait. Oh, okay. Oh, you can get 1 barrier. You can spam engage on this just to annoy your opponent. Rune card that you can see being played is Crystal Gazing and Risky. Risky? This one? I'm very impressed that you can see any of these cards besides Ascetic. I feel like Ascetic of Wuxing is the closest to being played right now, but I don't know. Anyway, where was I? This card. I mean, that's pretty good. It gives you a barrier, it blocks a lot of things. You can prevent dealing 10 damage to yourself with this. You can indeed. You are correct. That statement is factually correct. Yes, you can. Oh my god, you can prevent Cocytus OTK with this because you can block the 1 damage ping. Ghost Dance spell is pretty good as well. Spell? Spell? Oh, this spell. Wait, no, this spell. Ban the strike effect. Is there any... Is Spell Boost playing any card, any follower right now that you can decrease the cost off with Spell Boost? It's not, right? Spell Boost doesn't play Destroyer anymore, it doesn't play Emilu anymore. Maybe you just don't care if you play like... Oh, you can increase cost by... You can increase cooldown's cost by 1, I guess. It's not like the biggest deal. You can make a cooldown more expensive. Anyway, Temple of Repose. This is pretty good amulet. Leader Barrier is gonna be very powerful. You can play on cooldown, yeah. Oh, she gives a crest on Fanfare Ayo. Ward. If your ally foes didn't attack this turn, it runs defense to your leader. You have Flame of Chaos. The situation when I want to kill a 1-1 ambush and you have no other play, I would just pass probably. Does that happen? I mean, it might happen, I guess. The this... They need to do something about this stupid condition if ally foes didn't attack this turn. Like, we don't have Bellerophon. If we had Bellerophon, then yes, this is very good. It immediately heals, that is true. Blue seems to have 0 chance against Haven. I would probably agree with that. Blinding Faith, that spell is back. I forgot what its name. Something Devotion, something like that. That one. You know, the AoE 3 damage spell, that one. I think it costs like 6 or something, I believe. With Enhance 9. Blue has an 80% chance to kill Haven. I'm not sure I believe that, but you know, we'll see. Anyway, this spell's good. Alana next expansion cope. Alana would actually pop off. We have a lot of healing. Or like, maybe not a lot of healing, but we have some decent sources, I think. This is good card. Good card. Next, we all in agreement. This card is good. I think this card is good. Knight of the Holy Order. This is ward support. Oh my god, it's ward support. Mega Ward has healing. Clearbot Marwyn, go face, good card, true. If you give Halo Bellerophon again, you quit. Wait, this is good. This is a good card. Like, at its worst, it's a 2/2 ward. And they can heal. I think it's pretty good. For ward. Oh my god, it's another fanfare. It's another fanfare. Wait. Huh. Interesting. This Lefa is not enough. Yeah, so Lefa needs an evil point. This one doesn't. You can place on turn 4. This basically stops any. This basically blocks Zirconia when you're going. This blocks Zirconia going first, which is very good. This is a bronze card all time. I mean, it gives you a crest. It gives you wards. It's not like awful. It's meant to bar. It's meant to bar lock your opponent. You debuff your own followers' attack so you can bar lock your opponent, or you stall them out, and then Marwyn will undo all of that work because Marwyn is a stupid moron who doesn't know how to work with his teammates. Mindless attack is meaningless if you don't attack. That is true. It doesn't give minus damage to Marwyn. It fits the Marwyn deck, kind of. Against Blood and Sweat's pretty okay. Yes. And then they will just play Vows and this thing will die, but you know. Wait, getting a ward every turn is kind of annoying actually. Wait, hold on. Getting a ward every turn? Wait, you just get a ward every turn? Wait, that's actually really annoying. Like, you just keep warding up, and then you just swipe your opponent's board in one go with Blinding Faith anyway. Wait, I'm actually coming around to the... Wait, I'm actually coming around to this card, hold on. Wait, I'm actually kind of sold. Hold on, wait, I'm actually kind of sold. You died to Rune, but that's just the fate you have to swallow. Haven is very messy. I don't know what they're doing with this. Like, Haven is so messy. Control deck should not have OTK. I thought it was a spell boost. What does Haven have to support it? The strongest Haven mains. Certainly doesn't have good cards, I'll tell you that much. I think it's really messy. Honestly, there might be some kind of gem like within these cards and like an actually good Haven deck somewhere out there, but like it feels very messy and like not direction. Like there's like, it doesn't really feel like there's a direction for this. Like these cards are just going in random directions and you just have to like piece it together yourself. Even doesn't have good cards. I don't know. I have this hope that somewhere in here there's actually a really good Haven deck. Like somewhere in here plus the cards we already have in the card pool, there is actually a really good Haven deck we just haven't found yet. But we shall see, we shall see. Anyway, Portal. We have Lishana. This art is very good. This is the pay to win art. Rune doesn't have good cards. Other than who mentioned, I think you can just say Rune doesn't have good cards and call it a day there. I think it's either Storm, some kind of Marwyn burn deck, or legit Scuffling deck. Maybe it's just Stormhaven, you know. Melodious Monody. That's a new name. Can't be destroyed by abilities. Oh, she does have that. They didn't give her Bane though. She used to have Bane in her original one. They took it away from her cause, I don't know, why not? Evolve summon a White Psalm. Her spell does 4 damage to an enemy floor and you just probably target her egg, I guess. It looks really weird in this art. And then you can get White Psalm. White Psalm is an amulet, countdown 1, heal yourself, and then it gives you Black Psalm, which is countdown 1 does 1 damage to the enemy leader. So they just alternate like the Tsukuyomi and Amaterasu, but faster and their amulets. Whether it's another craft where you love the concept of its stuff, I'm not sold. Portal set is saved by the bronze and gold card, we shall see. The fact that she doesn't have Bane is very sad. I think she would actually be a really good card if she had Bane. Rip Artifact and Puppet. Puppet can be played with this deck. Kind of synergizes with wanting to have things to destroy. Puppet combos really well with this card. But we'll get to that later. Anyway, pretty good. Maybe not like okay card. Like you are gonna play it just because she generates the egg. You rather not, but you know, you kind of need the egg, so it makes the egg a good, decent card. They put shoes on her, so they have Exia, Heir to Destruction. Ward can't be destroyed by abilities, which is pretty okay. Can be banished by Odin. They should just change all of these card tags. Can't be destroyed by abilities. Just change it all to can be banished by Odin. Super Evolve, do X damage to the enemy leader, X number of other allied cards on the field, destroy other allied cards. Wait, only destroys allied cards? It doesn't even destroy enemy cards? The least they could do was give this an extended effect and just need to destroy everything. It destroys your own cards? That's so sad. Like maximum 8 damage, I guess, with if you have 4 eggs. I bet don't want them, they will waste space. It just makes you unable to play Orchis, I guess. Like if you have 4 eggs, I guess. I don't know why you would want to have 4 eggs, but if you have 4 eggs, you can just play this and just boom and explode all your eggs. It'll be very funny. I don't know if it's good, but it'll be very funny. But hey, it does face damage, it's a finisher. Not the worst thing ever. Not the greatest thing ever. But this kind of like a deck that gets like... This seems like a deck that's meant to get value out of the egg, so it probably makes sense that you wouldn't have like a very big finisher here. Animated Exia card is so still good, you hope to get animated card this one. Yeah, that's look very nice. I'm gonna get this one. I wonder how many people want this. It's Devastating Soprano. Wow, the alt art is so different. Holy moly, the alt art is so different. Select ally card on the field and destroy it. Summon a White Psalm. Most of the time you're just destroying the egg to get another egg, although there are other options, especially Wasteland of Destruction, which we will get to later. But yeah, this card is very good, obviously. Congregant of Destruction. Fanfare, destroy X random enemy follows X number of other allied cards on the field. Destroy all other allied cards on the field. This card counters Aether by itself, which is very crazy. Like, you just one-shot Aether with this. Assuming you have enough cards on the board, of course, which is what the puppets are for. But, you know. Like, the fact that this is a 6-cost card that just one-shots Aether without spending a single evil point is very good. Anyway, this card is good, yeah. No one is surprised. Wasteland of Destruction. Select allied card on the field. Selected one, destroy it and draw 2 cards. And then last withdraw. This is a 2-cost draw 3 amulet. And you're really not having trouble activating this last words. So I think this card is very good. Premium card draw for premium. Field Scientist. Select a card in your hand and discard it. Draw 3 cards. This card is awful. Insane conceit plan. Like you mean like a long game, or like literally you play this deck and then you just concede. Supplicant of Destruction. Select allied card on the field. You select the one, destroy it, do 2 damage to the enemy follower, evolve, replicate the effects. This is a good card. No complaints here, this is a good card. It's a bit hard to activate this on turn 2, which is a bit sad, but other than that. Quiet Assault is the puppet version of that bullet spell. And it is pretty good, I guess. Like, it's hard removal. It's a little bit of hard removal. Easy pump puppets too. The silver art reminds me of Cassim and Rosa. Oh wait, you're right. Thank god they're not Cassim and Rosa. Supersonic Fighter, this looks bad. Oh my god, it just summons it. It just summons it. It just summons it. It's there. Awful, awful, extremely bad. Why would you ever play this? Devotee of Destruction. This one plus X the number of ally on the field. Destroy ally. Okay, that card. You get enough cards on the field. This card is actually like kind of ridiculous. This card kind of pops off if you get it. Turn 2 Puppet Theater. Turn 3 Puppet into Wasteland. Then you play it with the puppets and you play this thing and it's just a 7/7 or like an 8/8 with an 8/8 ward. You can just place the 8/8 on turn 4. Why summon Gamma? Oh no. It's not even good. Like, you can't use it to contribute to your win condition. I don't know why they did this. Dice to Ruin is my opinion on Portal. It has really bad finisher problems. Like, you get a lot of ping damage with stuff like Exia and Lishana's eggs, right? And that's fine and all, but then how do you like win? How do you finish? Like Odin, I guess. Like, he wanted to be really cracked. You can try to assemble Omega while just using the eggs as your value engine. Conceit is meaning to save evil. Yeah. No, I was just like clarifying because I know that Japanese, like in Japanese communities, they use like the conceit plan as like basically a stall plan. Like, it's just battle of attrition plan is basically what the conceit plan means. But English is like, yeah, English is English, you know? So far, this deck needs a finisher. You can get a lot of pings, you can get a lot of healing, and there's a lot of value, but then like Rune will blow you into pieces, which is the same issue for every control deck, I guess. You get blown up by Rune. If you can get, I don't know how much damage the Lishana eggs actually do. Like, if it adds up enough, maybe Odin is enough to finish. Otherwise, you can try to assemble Masterwork, I guess. It seems unlikely. Orchis doesn't really work with this deck, unfortunately, because the eggs take out a lot of board space. Yeah, so that's all. Gun Elise is okay. Mirrorbrain is a meme. Dogged one is pretty interesting. The rest are mid as hell. Forest got one card for Roach and a archetype that probably won't work because Rune will just blow you up. Sword got loot, which is like might be functional. Honestly, I don't have that much faith in loot, but I do have a tendency to downplay sword cards, so I could be wrong there. Rune got no new cards, but they don't really need new cards because Spell Boost will still be Spell Boost. Dragon got pretty good support for like a face like this Dane sort of like aggressively styled deck, which is not bad. Galamu and Azerifrit is kind of like a Phoenix support if you really cross your eyes. The Cocutus for the win con. Okay, that's actually true. You can actually do that. That's actually a good point. You can play Cocutus as the win con. Abyss eating pretty good, I think. Might even be the best out of the entire expansion. Haven got cards. and Portal got eggs. And we'll have to see if they can make an amulet out of those eggs. But yeah, that's it for the new cards. Pretty interesting stuff. I think there is a chance that mid-range sword falls off just by virtue of there being much more board clear in this expansion. And healing as well. So we shall see. Rune still seems to be going strong. I don't really see anything that contests Rune besides maybe like this whole choice mode package. So yeah, we shall see how it goes tomorrow when the expansion drops. I will be at school, so no streams or videos tomorrow. So let's see. Anyway, now it's time to move on to not really the main event, but it's time to move on to the Grand Prix. So let me just block out the screen for a bit while I open the game. I can mute the music as well. You probably won't need it. It has in-game music, you know. We'll rearrange everything to make sure it's in order for the Grand Prix. Give me a moment here. This is a bit of downtime, but it is downtime that must be it's necessary evil is what it is. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Hold on. Give me just a second here. Capture that. Abyss don't really need any support. But insane support. We shall see. We shall see. Yeah. Alright. As you can see, I have switched over to the appropriate little character on the corner here. Or as you will. So we are going to be playing the Grand Prix that I haven't done yet. And I will be playing it with Dragon because I am a psycho. And I hate winning. What is this? Just use the whole Chinese. That's what I did, didn't I? I replaced it. This is the deck we'll be playing. Redeem and Weep. You FF Grand Prix after one win. You don't even need to win once. And I'm only after the sleeves as well. That's why I don't mind playing weird bad deck. The stream ends when I lose, so. Or rather, the stream ends. Excuse me? Did I just get internet lethal? Did I just get hit by the Wi-Fi lethal? Oh, come on. I just got Wi-Fi lethal game 1. Is that what we're doing right now? Like the stream's fine, right? So that means like it's working properly. Like it's just the game. Let me restart the game. I'm gonna lose. I'll just toss the game. That's fine. But I just got Wi-Fi lethal. Please let me in. I restarted the game. Oh, what is this hand? Oh, what is this hand? Actually, this is a pretty good hand. Hold on. Wait, the hand's playable. Okay, okay. The hand is playable. The hand is no longer playable. Go next. We go next. We might be going next here. Dragon sign, please. Oh. I have bad news, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with a heavy heart that I inform you that I'm gonna die. Hear me out? I think I just pass. I think I just pass here. I think I just pass here. I sure hope I don't die next turn. If it's Zirconia, thankfully it wasn't Zirconia. Can they clear this? Can they clear this, by the way? Oh, they can clear it, I guess. Oh, I can't play. I really want to play Fennie here, but I can't play her here. I really want to, but I can't. It's very sad. You know, I just... No, that was fine. That's fine. Wait, I might have a chance here. I might actually have a real chance. Oh, they are just going for the kill. Let's count here actually. That is certainly a top deck. Yeah, I spent all my super evil points. That's always what you want to do. If it's second Odin into Albert, I die and there was nothing I can do about it. I bar locked myself. But it looks like they don't have Gildaria if they used... Well, they might have Gildaria. I feel like even if Gildaria, you still Odin super evil there. It just makes sense. Maybe they can't clear this. I have lethal on board so they can't just lock. Unless they have tentacle. If they have tentacle and they tentacle my face, I lose. Wait. Wait. Huh? Huh? What? Eh? Can they just... What? Hello? Hey, I won! Paid actor, maybe. I think because I super evil. I think because I super evil, they didn't process that I actually do have evil points. Regular evil points. This is Haven. Let's look for ramp. My hand looks very concerning. Beast Collar. Wait, there is a chance. There's a chance I just die. That's what the chance was. The chance is that I just die here. You should keep Fennie. Without ramp? I'll die. Do I trade? There's no reason not to. I might just die like this turn or the next. If they're playing ward focus, I might still live. I really need Neptune. I really need Neptune. We have so many burn knights, by the way. What do I toss here? Toss Genesis. We got 2 turns. Odin's a bit away. I'm gonna I actually die to Odin. I don't have enough healing to get out of Odin range. I need to top deck Neptune here or I just lose. I top deck Odin or I lose. So do we think that they have Odin? How are we feeling about this? You know what? They don't have Odin. I'm gonna be real here. If they have Odin, I probably lose anyway. This is probably like unironically the safest play. That's the cope I will go with if they slam Odin here. Looks like they'll have Odin. I got away with it. If they have it, I can play Olivia and look for the 3-cost spell that draws and heals. That would have gotten me out of it. This, pop. This clears. This is guaranteed to clear. I still die to Odin, but you know, that's just the world we live in. Oh wait, just barely doesn't clear. Whoops. Oh, it mostly clears. If they play Jan, I will die, so I have to do this. And if they're Odin, I die, same as usual. Where is my Neptune? Neptune! Wherefore art thou, Neptune? If they can't clear this, I can win. You know, there's that. Oh god damn it. Wait. No, they'll super evolve it. Unless? Oh. Wait, I'm out of Odin range. Wait, this is good. This is good for me. I'm gonna heal to be safe. But like they're out of cards and I'm out of Odin range. Things are looking up here. No reason to spend my... I could spend a super evil point here, but if they have the 6-cost amulet, then I'm in trouble. Oh my god, they drew it. That's cheating. Only one thing for it, really. You won? Maybe. I only have one Genesis left. If they can keep clearing my board somehow, then I don't win yet. Yay! Betting on the lack of Odin won me the game there. It was a good bet to make. Oh no. If it's aggro, I lose. If it's mid-range, oh, it's gonna be a very long game. Why do they keep drawing Genesis? Please don't be aggro, please don't be aggro. Wait. Please don't coin the 3 cost, okay. Coin Ghost? I have bad news. This is actually the worst hand ever. Please pass, please just pass. Oh. Oh, it's all going wrong. This is gonna hurt. These next few turns are gonna hurt. But at least I have Neptune. They coin Rotting Zombie into Devious Mummy. And the Evil Face. That makes sense to me. Don't see why they wouldn't do that, really. Oh, if I knew I was gonna draw another Liu Feng, I would have played it. Come on. This is Aragavi evil. Ow. 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 I die to Odin next turn if they have it. Can I not die to Odin? Can't really not die to Odin. I guess like if I die to it, I die to it. Everyone avert your eyes. Avert your eyes, everyone. This is your warning. If they have Odin, they have Odin. Nothing I could have done about it. I did my best to reduce damage coming to my face as much as I could. They should evolve the zombie. Aragabi is more damage. Alright, I cannot lose from this point on. I need to win 3 games in a row from here. Garyu discard, yes, let's go with that. Let's just pretend I discarded Garyu there. Oh no, it's the worst matchup. Just hard search from a ramp here. It's the worst matchup. Wait, if I draw Fennie. Wait, this hand might be cooking if I draw Fennie. Rune, yeah, Rune is the worst matchup, I think. Oh no, actually Forest is probably the worst matchup. Rune is pretty bad too. Ow. They should coin Anangrea. I think it'll be a great idea. Oh, it's fine. What do I discard? Do I discard Neptune? Surely not. I really don't want to discard that. Come on, don't make me discard that. Oh. Really? I hate this turn. I hate this turn so much. Board lock doesn't accomplish... Board locking here doesn't accomplish a single thing. Just discard Burn Knight. I need the AoE. The AoE is pretty important. Alright, you know what? You know what? Because you asked so nicely, sure, I'll discard the Burn Knight. Now if I lose my Grand Prix run, it's on you and not my fault, clearly. If they play Anne and Grey, I have to sink the whole thing in, so I don't mind. All I have to do is just create an opportunity for me to drop Fennie, and I might actually have a chance to win this game. I managed to save an evil point here, which is pretty good. No Norman to worry about this turn. You need to discard Neptune, you're not dying from aggro versus Rune. Do you want to? You do kind of want to heal out of range of the Kuon Storm. Okay. My opponent has a vision and they are sticking to it. My opponent saw a vision and they went with it. I'll just draw another Burn Knight anyway. I have one more in the deck. It's fine. Oh my god, wait, they had... Wait, what? What have they done? Wait, okay, I should have tossed the Neptune, damn. What was that? This is Norman's turn. Is it time for Norman to Norman? Might be winnable, maybe. If they Cocytus OTK me, I still lose. There's a high likelihood they have a climb in hand if they're doing that as their play. This card Liu Fang is not enough because I wanted to clear the idea was to clear Burgeon without spending an evil point. The more evil points I hold on to, the more I can pressure them, right? So that's the idea here. If they spend an evil point, I actually can't clear it. But they don't know that, so no one tells them. Dang it. Curses. Who told them? Who among you told them? Is this clear? 1, 2, 3. I have 4. Yeah, oh, this clears. Never mind. Never mind. All is forgiven. Alright, I just have to get them to spit out their last evil point, and then I should be able to win. I just need them to spit out their last evil point. Which hopefully I can accomplish, we shall see. Okay, this is a good sign. Usually this means they're gonna spend the evil point here. Oh, demonic call, then they won't spend the evil point. Well, we can just make another board to annoy them with, it's fine. Not the end of the world. Oh, do I super evolve the Twilight here? I feel like I can get away with it. Like, honestly? I do this. That's a very bad hand. Oh my god. That is a really bad hand. I make that hand more expensive, I think. Surely they spend their evil point here. Yeah, it's like card draw, but you know, you have to spend play points playing those. Well, that just barely clears Twilight, I guess. Now, how will they trade this? Oh ho ho! This might be winnable. Okay. They're going for the full clear at the cost of face damage, I think. Never mind, they are not. They just decided they don't want to clear Twilight Dragon. Unless they're gonna spend another cooldown spell. Oh, Stormy Blast, sure. Oh, they sure dealt me a lot of damage. No super evil, yeah. This is where the fun begins. I need to do this correctly. Oh, Burn Knight? I can just play Burn Knight. We draw that. I don't really have anything on the discount. Neptune's not super useful now that I have no super evils. Plus it full clears this board. Let's not get too greedy here. Play a bit safe. I think the difference between evolving and not evolving here is like not really worth the punish. Wow, okay, never mind. Just prove me wrong, why don't you? They better have declimb. They better have declimb or they're kind of in trouble. Ah, they do have declimb. I can definitely still lose, although I think it's less likely. Where are my Genesis Dragons? I have drawn 0 of them, I believe. Speak of the Genesis. Let's try to assemble more Genesis Dragons though. There's no world where I just draw lethal out of nowhere here, so the focus should be on clearing their board. Strike! Merman, soaring. I still have play points for Dragon Sign first. Strike. Merman. Soaring. There is an argument for saving the strike there, because now if they play a war, I don't quite have lethal. If they Calcutus decline me here, I don't know what to say. Like, at that point, they deserve the win. This better not be declimb, I swear. This better not be declimb. Okay, thank you. Wait. Alright! I like where this is going. I've already made it way further than I expected it. I expected to lose 2 in a row and just drop out immediately. Okay, this is a pleasant surprise. Look for ramp here. Usually you want to keep like a 2-cost like Phylene, but I'm greedy, so I just look for Dragon Sign. Wait. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, this is not good. Oh, it's fine, it's just a menu. I can just clear it, it's fine. Oh no, that's the second one. Wait, please. Please draw Fennie. Please draw Fennie. Please. Please. Fennie, please. Please, I need the Fennie so badly. Please, Fennie. Please. 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 Oh. Coin the strike here. 23 I Liu Feng plus Mega Lorca. Let's coin the strike. I'll scare them. Now they'll think that Fennie is coming. Oh, if only I had Fennie, the prank would have been so... The prank would have worked out so well. A shame. We were so close to greatness. We were so close to greatness. This is Storm, right? If they're playing Mind You. I need to heal. I need to find Neptune. And I say, while I say such things, if I top deck Fennie, I'm just gonna stamp Fennie even though I'll lose. Amulet Haven still alive. This Storm. Then again, most Storm players are cutting Mind You, right? Maybe they just took their deck from last expansion and just brought it in here. Oh, I thought it was gonna send this to my face. Okay. We're cooking. Soaring? Soaring first, because if we top deck Fennie here, we'll play Fennie. I have a gross hand, if I'm being honest with you. Do I want to super evolve here? Probably not. Evolving would annoy them if their play is Salefa. Sure, why not? I'll buy it. Some pretty stupid aggro Stormhaven that play Manu. Probably not my opponent's running this time. Let's see here. I've already played 2 Mega Lorca, so this won't draw anything. We need to start healing. Wait, if they cup? If they cup, then they cup. Like, it's not the worst. It's not the end of the world if they cup here, I think. The upside is if they don't cup, I might just kill them if they don't fully clear this board, so... depending on our perspective, the upside might outweigh the downside. Quick, someone get my I told you so alarm. They're probably gonna play John next turn, which we really don't want to be taking so much damage to the face. You super evolve Olivia, yeah, I was definitely not gonna super evolve Olivia. There was no world that super evolve Olivia was the play there. Super Evolve to heal more and also to get it out of range of Jan's effect. So if they want the Jan here, they have to spend the Evil Point to clear the Neptune. It's still a lot of damage, but it's less, you know. We have a decent amount of board, or we have 2 board clears. It's not what I call a decent amount now that I think about it. We have some board clear, we should be fine. What's the worst that could happen? At least just Amulet. Maybe. I think it. Yep. That's what we thought. And they have to evolve the Jan here. They super evolve the Jan here. Okay, we got a super evolve out of them. We take 7 damage. The Griffin is the threat here, I suppose. Oh, I have to toss my Genesis Dragon. Where's the Gario? It's not in this deck. I have to toss my Genesis Dragon here. It's a bit of a shame, isn't it? I have to toss my Genesis Dragon and I spend my Evil Point for this. Not a big fan, but there isn't really a better play. Oh shit, I misclicked. Whoopsie. I misclicked. Is there an oops emote I can use? No, there isn't. There you go. If they have anything, I die here. That's a misclick. Certainly one way to win the game. I mean, lose the game. Well, 3-2 ain't bad. Let's just ignore that part. Let's just pretend it didn't happen. No one saw it. If no one saw it, it didn't really happen. I'll just cut it out of the VOD. It's fine. Not bad. I'll take it. I mean, I can't buy any new orbs yet. No? Need 5. Damn, maybe I should have tried to win more games. Oh well. That's it for today. Looked at the new card. Seems like some interesting stuff going on. And then we played the Grand Prix and there was something, you know? Not bad. Anyway, super long. Don't usually go for this long. Okay, it's not. It's actually short than I thought. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for coming. See you next time. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're excited for a new expansion, I guess, which is like Oro. No gacha. Gacha. What gacha? Anyway, yeah. Bye bye. Thanks for coming. See you next time. Bye bye. Probably the new expansion. Eventually, at some point. I don't know when. No promises.